Hello, Aries. Welcome to Our Daily Magic. I am Kai, and thank you so much for tuning into your tarot reading and astrology for the month of April 2019. Please keep in mind that this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course, cross watchers are always welcome to this channel. So please also keep in mind that this is a very general reading for Aries for the month, so everything may not resonate with everyone. Please do take what applies to you, and please feel free to leave the rest. Also, be sure to visit ourdailymagic.com if you're interested in a detailed personal reading, and also the links for all of the decks that are used are in the description box below, along with our Facebook group, where you can receive free personal readings weekly. So please feel free to check that out. And thank you so much for supporting and being here. Let's get started. Hi, in Aries. I'd love to connect with you in the comments too, so please feel free to let me know anything that you would like to share. So I have chosen a few cards to get us started. Some that will talk about our theme for the month, along with what our challenges are and how we can receive help with them. So here we go. This card up front is our theme for the month, and this is the Wild Offering Oracle. Love this deck. It says patience. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change will soon follow. Excellent. So that is your mantra for the month. It's just to really, really be patient. Okay. The next card is an act of self-care that can really help propel you forward and towards your highest healing and greatest good. And that act of self-care is clearing. So it says clear the clutter. When in doubt, throw it out. Everyone's doing a little bit of spring cleaning this month, but just keep in mind that cleaning and clearing can also deal with our emotions and our reality. So things that we can clear out that are no longer serving us, that we can leave behind, that is an amazing, amazing thing to do this month, especially for you, Aries. Okay, next are three challenge cards. This is just saying what it is that we may be challenged with that can really offer us expansion and growth this month. So those three challenge cards here are just what we were talking about before, clearing. Again, this is the classic Disney or tarot deck, which you can find in the links in the description box. This is talking about really assessing our behaviors and our habits. This is an excellent time to really leave behind, attachments that are unhealthy, habits that are unhealthy. We could even think of it in the terms of addictions or codependencies, but just leave them behind. Another one is, if we are too engrossed in our humanly pleasures, so to speak, this is a great time to bring that back into balance with the rest of our lives. Okay. This card is about really using our discernment, Aries. When we talk about discernment, we're talking about what is important, what's real, what is of wishful thinking, what's illusion. Are we telling ourselves the truth about how we want to be about a particular situation? This is a time to get really, really clear on your intent on your life. And then, of course, this Two of Cups is representative of, being about not only letting love flow through you and into your reality to others, but this is an excellent opportunity to make sure that it is flowing towards yourself. Self-care, self-love is an amazing, amazing thing to embrace for the month of April. And the last card here is an Archangel oracle card. Again, all of the decks can be found in the description box, but which archangel can work with you through these challenges this month? Okay. And we've got patience a second time. This must be really, really important for you if it's coming through twice, okay? This is Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience, okay? So just keep that in mind for the month here. Okay, excellent. I will put these up here as a reminder as we go through your reading. Let's start shuffling for you. So there is a lot of fresh energy coming in for you, Aries, and totally in divine timing. Okay, this is the time to really make sure that you're refilling your batteries because there's a lot on the way. And of course, we want to make sure that you are prepared for it. So fill those batteries, take care of yourself, and really make sure that we're getting clear as we go through the month. All right. So what I see here is we've got the Ace of Wands to start off with. Let me just show you this card here. This is the Avengers Tarot deck. Again, link in the description box. So we want to make sure that you are letting divine inspiration flow through you, because if it's not, and we have some resistance to the new energy that's coming through, then we'll experience either feeling super weighed down or experience delays. So let's make sure that we get that energy moving and fast here. And the way that we can do that is by letting go of the resistance, just being in the flow with life, being in the flow with the divine. That will allow it all to come in, as fast as it is intended to. Again, our challenge this month is about patience, okay? So it can come through, but, just make sure that you're not having any resistance to the things that are ready to come to fruition right now. Super. Next is, again, that challenge card that we've got earlier, is that we want to make sure that we're being honest with ourselves about what it is that we want. Honest with ourselves about, if we can move on, if we are, still feeling some emotions, whatever it is, we just want to make sure that we are confronting these things with truth in our hearts, okay? Excellent. So what's driving Aries this month? Again, this theme of delays comes up, and it's not always a bad thing, okay? We are dealing with divine timing here, and we've already gotten the message for you to be really patient. So the Hanged Man in reverse is, again, talking about letting these things happen when they're ready to, but the most important thing that you can do to prepare is to be very clear about your intention. If there's something that you need to decide on, then now is the time to decide so that the universe can align with your choice. If we stay in a state of indecision, then that's only going to delay it even more. So please keep in mind that right now is the time to be very, very clear about what it is that you want and what it is that you want to see in your reality. Okay, so this is another reminder, Two of Cups in reverse, that self-care is of utmost importance. Okay, there are so many ways in which we can experience abundance in our world, and by exercising our self-care is one way that we can. It's the critical way to experience abundance is by filling our own selves up first. And when we fill ourselves up, then that abundance flows out into our reality. But if our battery is not full, as we were just talking about, then it is very difficult to see the overflow because there is none. So let's make sure that we are absolutely putting ourselves first, filling our cup, refilling our batteries right now. Okay. This Queen of Swords is in the position of what our ideals and let's see, ideals and goals are for this month. And this is, again, this is an opportunity to really be organized and quick thinking, as I know that you are already naturally. So let's really make sure that we are embracing that, because this is, again, this is a time where we can really bring forth that part of ourselves that wants to be seen. So being organized, being quick thinking, clear thinking is very important. So let's make sure that we are embracing that, because things can get a little foggy, especially for the first couple of weeks of the month. According to your astrology, there might be a few foggy leftovers from last month. What we can do is we can really start to get into the mindset of expecting miracles. And also looking at the perfectly good opportunities that we have right in front of us. You know, sometimes we don't have to, reach so far. We can reach for what's already here. Okay. Taking a peek, we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse here. So this is, as you are naturally, Aries, knowing that you will take on a leadership role, without even thinking about it. This card is saying that, there might be some instances where you choose to go it alone. You have the opportunity to have a team, at your disposal, but are you using them, or are you saying, well, I'm just going to get it done myself? It's a good question to ask yourself, so that way you know where it is that you want to be. Do you want to be surrounded by those who support and love you? Or do you want to just go ahead and get it done, and kind of like, I don't want to say impulsively, because again, we're being really patient this month, remember? But this is the challenge. Do I want to just go ahead and get it done myself? Or can I rely on my team and be patient with them? Just a question to ask yourself. Excellent. So what's next is, how it is that you're looking at life, and right now you've got some really good things going for you. So again, we're talking about this fresh new energy that's coming in for you. That's new energy, new projects coming in all areas of your life, all areas. This is the time to enjoy it while it's good. Just based on, the karmic cycles of life, when we do have these blessings here, it really is important to have gratitude for them and to really just make the most of them, because we don't know when they're going to be gone. So enjoy this good, what do we call it, fair weather this month, and share it with those that you love. Excellent. Okay, so apparently this next card is the Two of Swords, by the way. Apparently there are some difficult decisions that you have to make. We're talking about making sure that you're not in a state of indecision, because that is a surefire way to make sure that things get delayed. And this card is just confirming that those decisions that you're making may feel difficult, and it will be in your best interest to decide, in a manner that feels right to you, not to rush into the decision. Again, we're practicing patience, but to really just, take things into consideration and decide when you're able to. Let's just not put it off longer than it has to. Okay. Advice for you for this month is to really be present to those things that are going on, especially this decision. If you need to, write a list, a pro-cons list, and just sit with these things, meditate on them, then let's do so. The Eight of Cups that we just pulled here in terms of advice for you is that card of being hopeless, or that card of like aimlessly wandering. This is saying that the advice to you is to not do that. The advice to you is to get firm, is to get in that energy of making a decision, get in that energy of being clear with yourself and your beliefs and who you want to be here in this reality, who it is that you want to be right here in this moment. So let's not run away from these things. Let's really take them head on. Okay. And the last card for you here is the Page of Wands. And when this card comes up, sometimes we can think about, again, making sure that our compass is pointing exactly towards where it is that we want to head. And that may mean, having to actually come into a place where we are very clear about that. Okay, so our clarity is going to be our guide this month. Our patience is going to be our guide this month. We have so many, affirming and reaffirming messages here for you that, that this is really the time to make sure that we're clearing away that mental clutter, that we're doing our spring cleaning, and that we're being super patient and loving ourselves. So thank you so much, Aries, for being here. Please feel free to visit ourdailymagic.com for a personal reading, or you can have a free reading in our Facebook group. We do them live every week, so please feel free to join. All of the links are in the description box below. Thank you so much. Blessings and take care.